Good afternoon, everyone. I am Harsh Katakwa, student at Indian Institute of Technology, Mandi, and today I would be presenting a research work on the topic influence of different honeypot proportion on adversarial decision in a deception-based security game. Cyber attacks are the intentional attempts by the adversary to steal the data or disable the system present at the other end, and it has been steadily increasing. So, to conquer and in the recent past, we had major cyber attacks on the infrastructure of Twitter and Marriott International, and due to rise in these cyber attacks and the lack of security solution, the research community has come up with has been interested in developing some security solution that can help in countering these cyber attacks. So for this, there had been some few solutions such as intrusion detection system, filtering strategy, and deception. So intrusion detection system basically generates false alarms on detecting any kind of malicious activity. Filtering strategy basically filters out the malicious content from the web, and the deception is quite new, and it is an act of making someone believe in the false information, and it might provide some real-time solution against the cyber attacks. So human decision in the cyber attacks are influenced by various factors such as complexity of cyber attacks, network topology, probing action cost, subnetting, port hardening, and various others. So deception in cybersecurity has been studied previously with the help of has been studied with the help of behavioral game theory, and deception is in cybersecurity has been usually been implemented with the help of honeypots, and it has proven to be very prominent technique for detection, prevention, and response to cyber attacks. Honeypots are nothing but the fake system that act like the real ones, and it has been used to divert the attention of the adversary from the legitimate target. So for this, we used a simulation tool called DG to study the various different cyber technical aspect. And for this, DG is nothing but a signal player sequential game between adversary and the network, and which is denoted using the following notation DG, N, K, and gamma, where N denotes the number of web servers, K denotes the number of honeypots, and gamma denotes the number of probes after which the adversary makes his final decision. So, so here I will show you the demo of how DG211 depicts when there is no deception in it. So when the adversary probes the web server 1 here is the regular web server or the real system, and the web server 2 is the honeypot system as depicted in the figure. And when he probes the web server 1, the adversary receives the true information from the network in the no deception condition. And hence, based upon this, he makes his final decision to attack the network. However, in the deception condition, when the adversary probes the web server 1, he receives the incorrect information as honeypot, and based upon receiving this incorrect information as honeypot, the adversary attacks the web server 2, where web server 2 happens to be honeypot. So to investigate the effect of different honeypot proportion, we had three conditions of DG where we varied the honeypot proportions, and in the small condition we had 25% of them as honeypot, in the medium condition and 50% of them as honeypot, and in the large condition 75% of them as honeypot. So with the difference with the variation in the proportion of honeypot, there would be more or number of honeypot means there would be more increase in the decrease in the number of attacks. It is because since honeypot attacking a honeypot gives the negative effect or negative rewards to the adversary, hence we would be able to see decrease in the number of attacks. So for the investigating the effect, we varied the DG into three conditions: small, medium, and large, and we can translated DG into DG255, containing only 25% of them as honeypot web servers, and in the medium 50% of them as honeypot, and in the large condition, 75% of them were the honeypots. So we had six dependent variables for our experiment, three for the probe action, a regular web server, honeypot web server probe, and no web server probe. Likewise for the three for the attack action. So for the experiment, we had recruited 60 human participants from Amazon Mechanical Turk, a crowdsourcing website, and for each condition, we divided them into we divided them in for each experiment. For each of the three experiments, we had 20 participants, and out of 60 participants, 48 were males and 12 were female, and the age of the participant varied from 18 to 64, and the average age was found to be 30 years, and the participant had 95% of them had a college degree, while the rest were pursuing, and majority of them belonged to computer science or the STEM background, and while the remaining were from the humanities and social sciences background. So this is the interface, user interface of how our DG looks. This is from the DG 2055, where five of the five there are five web servers having with honeypot web server, while the remaining are the regular web servers. So you can see here they were given some instruction depicting about the deception game, and along with this they had to probe one of these 25 servers, and in addition they also had the option to not probe and directly proceed. So once they probe these web servers, they receive the information from the network, and these information tells that you have probed the web server X and it is like this. So these information may or may not be true. It depends upon the condition, whether it's a deception condition or a non-deception condition. So moving on, the adversary gets into attack stage, and in the attack stage the adversary had the option to attack one of these web servers, and on attacking one of these web servers the adversary receives the response from the network, and based upon that he finally moves to the feedback screen where he gets to know about the information along with the reward for his probe and the attack action. And after probing for after once the result for the particular round has been completed, thereafter attacker or the adversary proceeds to the next round. So these are the results from the probe stage, and here the x-axis denotes the different conditions containing different honeypot proportion, and the y-axis denotes the proportion, and here the orange denotes the honeypot web server probe decisions, and the blue denotes the regular probe decision, and the dark gray denotes the no probe decisions. And we found that there was a significant difference in the proportion of honeypot probe decision in the small and the medium, and the small and the large, and also we found that there was a significant difference in the proportion of the regular probe decisions with the compared to that of the large condition for small and the medium condition, and similarly we also found that the proportion of no probe decisions were significantly higher in the large condition compared to that of small condition. Furthermore, these were the result from the attack stage, and we found that in the attack stage there was a significant difference between the honeypot attack decisions in the small condition compared to that of medium and the large condition, and also we found that there was a significant difference in the large condition compared to that of small and the medium condition. Furthermore, for the no not attack actions were significantly higher in the large condition compared to that of small condition. So overall, we found that the no web server probe and the not attack decision increased significantly on increasing the proportion of honeypots. And one possible reason is that as per instance-based learning theory, people try to choose those options that maximizes their rewards or the blended value. Hence, on increasing the proportion of honeypots, there increases the chances of probing or attacking honeypot web server. Hence, people try to choose go for those options rather than taking risk where they don't get any reward, or they go for the safe option. Hence, they choose to probe, decide not to probe or not to attack the server. Furthermore, we also found that the proportion of probes and attacks were more in the medium and the large condition compared to that of small condition. One possible reason is that since the in the medium and the large condition, the adversary had to probe number of times, so which caused him to more exploration of the web server. Hence, due to more number of exploration, the adversary chooses randomly. Hence, we see that people randomly try to attack or probe. Hence, they result in more of honeypot web server probe and attack. And furthermore, since there was increase in the number of honeypot proportion, hence there was increase in the proportion of honeypot web server probe and attack. In future, we would like to investigate the effectiveness of deception technologies against different types of cyber attacks in DG. And furthermore, we would also like to investigate the effectiveness of deception technologies against hackers' probing action by varying the cost for probe and the attack decision. Furthermore, we would also like to model the hacker's decision using different cognitive modeling techniques such as instance-based learning theory and Nango and various other. And furthermore, we would also like to model using the state-of-the-art deep learning technologies such as transformers and various others. So this work supported by Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, and we are grateful to them. And furthermore, we are grateful to Indian Institute of Technology, Mandi, for providing the computational resources and the various other resources required for completing this work. Unfortunately, we could not be present in person, so in case of any queries, questions, or feedback, please drop us in the mail provided here. Thank you.